making banana bread. So what you need is mushed old bananas. You want to make sure they're brown bananas or else it won't work right. You'll need, and these are your ingredients. You need flour, sugar, baking powder. And what kind of salt is this?
Just regular salt.
And then you'll need regular salt. Oh gee. And baking soda. Oh, we're not done yet. Ground cloves. Ground cinnamon. And ground nutmeg. And for the measuring tools, you need 1/4 cup, one-third cup, 1/2 cup, and 1 cup. Then you'll need 1/4 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 1/4 cup. Oh wait, I already did this. Never mind. And 1/2 teaspoon. So then you'll need a mixing bowl, and I'm using a large fork. So you gotta crush up your ground bananas like this, and then you can start doing it like this. Here's how we do it. You mush, no, you stab, and then you mush. And it's okay if there's chunks in there, right, Mom?
Yeah, just try not to make them too big.
You want to get it as squishy as you can. Can you use a blender?
No.
No? You cannot use a blender. This is why this is fun, because you're getting exercise while mushing the bananas. And you can try to start mixing it, if that helps. Okay, Ma.
Here in a minute.
I think we're good. So we'll wait for my mother to be ready. This is my special cake. The best cakes today. Yummy! We're planning on making, if you're just planning on making 1 loaf, then you're gonna need 1 cup of sugar. That's a 3/4 cup. I'm glad it says it on the bottom.
The 1 cup is in the sugar already.
No, that's a 3/4 cup.
In the sugar?
Yeah. So I'm gonna add 2 of these because it's kind of hard to get with this big thing. So add them to the bowl, right?
Yeah, just make sure you got the right amount.
Then 1/2. Here's another 1/2. Okay, now what?
What's the next ingredient?
Let's see. 1/2 tablespoon of salt.
That says 1/2 teaspoon.
Teaspoon. I keep
So we're making 1, so we need 1/4 teaspoon.
So 1/4 teaspoon.
Don't pour it right over the
Here's
bowl.
your 1/4 teaspoon. And you're going to take your salt.
It's just a tiny, tiny bit and it'll come out fast.
This is really heavy, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh yeah, that's it. You can't really tell the difference between salt and sugar. No wonder they make tricks like that.
And then you need 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Do not confuse baking powder with baking soda. That would be a big mistake.
So 1/4 cup.
Teaspoon.
So we're gonna use the same thing we just did.
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to be very careful with baking powder because you have to have the perfect amount or else it won't bake right. Right, Mom?
Yes.
Okay, we got our baking powder in.
Okay, next we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
So can I just use of baking soda? So we're gonna get our teaspoon and then our baking soda, and then it's the same thing with baking soda as it is with baking powder. You're gonna scrape it and then plop it in the bowl. Okay. A half teaspoon of cinnamon.
Yes.
So we're gonna go a half teaspoon of
Hold on.
cinnamon.
Now you can lift this off, pop it off.
So if we wanted to make 2 loaves, would you add like 2 cups and stuff?
No, not 2 cups.
No, for 2 loaves.
You would add 1 full teaspoon instead of 1/2 a teaspoon.
Yeah, and then 2 cups right here.
Yes.
Okay.
This recipe makes 2 banana breads, but we have to cut it in half because we don't have
So
enough bananas.
so you just add another half if you want 2 loaves. I'll go ahead. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
Don't forget, there you go.
Where's the lid? I don't know where the lid is.
Is it next to you?
Yeah.
So next we need 1/2 of a teaspoon, same thing, of cloves, ground cloves.
Yeah, I told them that you need like ground cinnamon, ground cloves, and ground nutmeg. Oh yay, there's a little pour spigot. Yay! Ooh.
And
okay.
you do not need help from the household cat.
No.
See? He was on the table wanting to help.
Ooh. So the way you can tell the difference is the cloves is darker than cinnamon because I put the cloves next to the cinnamon.
And it smells different.
Yeah. Oh, it smells good.
Okay, next we need 1/2 of a teaspoon
Of nutmeg.
of nutmeg.
Oh, I made a little mess with the cloves. It's right there. Okay. Oh, this one was already off. I'm not gonna keep my eye on the camera. And the thing with nutmeg is it smells different too. It almost smells like oils, if you have oils, and it's lighter than cloves and cinnamon.
Okay, so now you need
We didn't do the flour yet.
1/2, and 1/4. 1 3/4 cups of flour.
So, which ones do I use?
1 of each.
Okay, you need a lot of flour. So you're gonna need 1 cup, 1/4 a cup, 1/2 a cup. And use all of it, right?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think we're gonna have enough flour.
We have more. Oh, there's plenty.
That's about half, right? That's about half.
Just fill it up.
No, I can't.
Use that one
Okay.
to scoop it out of the flour.
What do I do? Is this half? I don't know. I don't know anymore. So I'm technically gonna need 3 of these. No, I'm not.
There's your 1 cup.
So if you have a small thing of flour, you can just use 3 halves. But this is what it looks like so far. we're covering up the cinnamon and stuff, browns. That's okay.
Next we need 1/2 of a cup of oil.
The vegetable
And
oil.
we didn't have vegetable oil, but we were able to take shortening and just melt it. Hopefully that's enough. Well, we'll do that last because I need to melt just a little bit more. And then you're going to need 1/2 cup of water. So just go fill that halfway.
Okay, so I'll be right back. So the thing I like about some of these cups, like the wood cup, is it makes a halfway point line. So put the water in. So here is the product. I gotta get it straight again.
Take a pause because we got to wait for the vegetable oil to cool.
Okay, so we also gotta wait for the vegetable oil to cool. So we gotta take a pause. Okay, so when the vegetable oil is cooling, well, there's not quite enough yet. So when the vegetable oil is cooling, we can start mixing. You want to use a fork or a spoon.
Oh, here. I handed you a wooden spoon, didn't I?
Oh yes, she did hand me a wooden spoon. I love this spoon to help me bake. So I'll put this up here, and then I'll start mixing. Okay, so this gives you a workout because you cannot use power things. Use that things with batteries or plugs. You got to use your energy to do this. So it's an exercise. Just added the oil and it's kind of floating around, which is odd. It's not like water where it just sinks in. I think it's either this kind of batter or the oil is just
Oil is denser, so it will float.
Oh, so it is the oil and it's not the batter. So we'll go ahead and mix. You'll know it's getting there because it'll sort of start to smell like apple juice. Because when it's all mixed together, we think it's the nutmeg that makes it smell like apple juice. And then it'll definitely start smelling like banana bread.
Okay, so what you want to do is set your oven to 300 degrees before you start, actually, so that it has time to preheat. And then Natalie is going to very carefully and slowly pour the batter.
Don't I need to spray thing, or did you
Yep,
already
we
spray
sprayed the pan, a
Okay.
bread pan. She's going to very carefully pour
Oh, can you give me that?
yes, pour the batter into the bread pan.
So my mom is giving me a napkin because it's sticky and I got it on my fingers. So now we can pour and then you'll start seeing what it's supposed to look like when it's done. Let me make sure I got all the flour in there. You don't really want all the flour in there or else you'll have this dry bread. And then you can start, oh gee, more flour.
Just scrape around the edge and dump. Oh,
Finding more flour. More flour and more flour coming in. Okay. So I think this is about good.
can I do a once over?
Yeah, so my mom is going under and folding it.
Oh, good, you know the term. Just to make sure it's all mixed. Okay,
Yes, I do know the term. I watch cooking shows
okay.
on YouTube. YouTube is very awesome. So I don't want this to be to 15 minutes yet, so I'm just going to pour it in and you can see. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And remember to set your oven for 300 degrees and then increase your...
Now cook it for an hour.
And then cook it for an hour and then increase your
Oven temperature,
oven temperature to
325. 325,
to 325 and then bake it for another half an hour.
and then voila.
And then voila!